Hi there, my beautiful birdies. Welcome back to the nest. So today we have another little love reading for you, and we're going to take a look at the last time that they saw you. What was going through their mind? What were they feeling? And all that jazz. Okay, so hopefully this will bring you a little bit of insight on what was going on, and maybe what was happening behind the scenes that you couldn't see, and maybe even what they are kind of feeling right now. But today we have 4 beautiful pals, as always. You know that I do four pals, so here we are. But you can choose by the crystals that we have here. I'm going to give you a little close-up. Or you can choose by the timestamps that are going to be down below. Maybe there's a significant number that helps you choose. Also, you can pause this video and do a little meditation and see which pal kind of calls to you. If you get a tingling finger, that is definitely your pal. Usually what I do is I go through my screen and I put my finger on the screen on each pile, and I usually get chills whenever it's that pile, so yeah. But for pile number 1, we have some Kunzite. For pile number 2, we have some clear quartz. Look at that shiny dude. For pile number 3, we have some yellow calcite. And for pile number 4, we have our big daddy of this set. We have some Selenite. Actually, I wanted to buy another Selenite, like a wand or something. But that's it. So, as I said before, you can choose by the crystals, the timestamps, by whatever. And whenever you're ready, I will see you over there. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So, I am starting to record this at 4:44. So that may be a significant synchronicity for you. Maybe you have been seeing that a lot, and that serves as an extra confirmation that you are in the right place. But number 4s are also about stability and security, and I do feel like your guides are like totally with you. They're supportive, perhaps, of this connection, but they are really like with you, and they want to make sure that you know that, hey, you're safe, you're okay, everything's gonna be okay. All right, but if you chose the Kunzite, you're definitely in the right place. Let's see here. What do we have? We're going to start with a little bit of a check-in to see like what was the energy, what was going on, who is this person, and we have here something interesting that I thought of today, which is we have 2 messages cards. One of them, it could even be like something that they actually said to you during that, the last time that you saw each other. And then this one, it's almost like what they actually wanted to say or what was going through their mind, something like that, okay? But let's get into that little check-in. We'll look at these then. But we have empowerment. We have beauty. We have children. Then we have the 9 of Swords. And take the lead. Okay, so to be honest, I kind of feel like you were both kind of nervous. At least this person, I feel like they were. But since this is kind of your confirmation that you were on the right pile, it could be that you were, this is you were kind of nervous, and you're trying to, I don't know, like get your shit together. I feel like you're really trying to not be weird or to not go over the top. I kind of get this feeling of like you were kind of, not that you're feeling childish, but I feel like this person could have brought out like your more innocent, fun, playful side, and I feel like it may even be a side that you don't show to a lot of people, but I feel like you were having a lot of fun with them, and maybe because you were so nervous, and maybe you were a bit shy, with this take the lead, I even feel like there could have been this energy of like you wanting this person to kind of, just do whatever you want. I feel like they were even encouraging you a little bit to take the lead as well. But I kind of get this feeling of like, I feel like you were not wanting to do too much, because it's like, I really feel like you were nervous on where this person was at and what were they actually feeling for you, and if they were in the same wavelength, and I kind of feel like there was this little energy of, gosh, like with this beauty, it's like, oh my God, like you're so perfect. I really freaking like you, and I'm so into you. For some of you, it's like there's this energy of love, but I do feel like there was this really beautiful energy of, I'm so into you. I really love to explore this further, but I'm not sure if I should. And I do feel like you may have even taken the lead here, but then it was, I don't know, I feel like the energy was a little bit like, not flighty, but a little bit all over the place, and I feel like you couldn't really read each other that well, but at the same time, you let each other feel really free. So it's kind of interesting, but I feel like that's when you kind of shifted, and you may have empowered this person to take the lead and to do something about it. But I do feel like there was a lot of nervousness and a lot of overthinking here. In terms of like what may have been happening surrounding the two of you, maybe you were like at a park or something where you could have seen like dogs and children. That could have been something specific, or like at a place, like a public place. I feel like this was a public place where there were like a lot of people around the two of you. But there is almost this feeling of like there could have been like a crowd, a huge crowd, but it was just the two of you. You know, I feel like the world kind of, it's almost like you had this bubble between the two of you, and it was just like just the two of you. For others, there could have also been like a dinner or lunch. It's like you could have been out eating, because I also get this energy of like a restaurant or something. For some of you, you could have been like gone out to, I don't necessarily get like a nightclub, but I do get, maybe it's like a restaurant, but it has entertainment to it. Something around those lines. So take that if it resonates, has extra confirmation. But if this little, you know, nervous energy and you feeling free and you feeling like this person's like so damn pretty, this is definitely your pal. I'm also picking up on something around, like you may have shared something around your childhood, like maybe you shared childhood memories. I'm even getting like with children and empowerment. It's like, first of all, this may be very specific, but if you're like a single parent where you're currently going through a difficult family situation, or the other way around, I feel like there was a lot of empowerment and encouragement when it comes to that. But I do get this feeling of maybe there was something that happened before in your childhood, and something that was really tough on you. And I feel like this person was really supportive and really empowering. And I really feel like there was this, and again, this could be reversed, okay? But I do feel like there is like some sort of sharing of memories and sharing of vulnerability, essentially. And I feel like you were really connected that way. But I do get this strong feeling of like, I have no idea what's going through your mind. I have no idea what you want. I have no idea how you feel. And I feel like it was a bit, I don't know what is happening. But yeah, so if this sounded a little bit like what was going on, this is definitely your place. So let's look into what was this person feeling and thinking on their end and all that jazz. So we have my life is incomplete without you. Oh. We have higher self, spiritual growth, aligned, ascension. We also have Azalea, temperance, find balance, and be centered. And we nice. And we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. With this Azalea, temperance, like find balance and be centered. What I heard immediately was like, be cool, be cool, be cool, be cool. So that thing of like the nervousness and the shyness, maybe you kind of picked up on that from this person. I really feel like they were overthinking and freaking out so much. It's like, come on, behave. Don't say anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Just breathe, okay? You've got this. You've got this. I really feel like this person was kind of freaking out a little bit. They kind of felt, to be honest, they felt really, really blessed. They felt really like, oh my God, like not necessarily that I've just found my person, but I feel like they were really happy around you. I feel like they were really just having fun and so, I haven't even said like enamored, you know, I feel like they were just like so goofy and lovey-dovey. And with this higher self, and especially the like find balance and be centered, I feel like there's this feeling of like kind of getting out of the real world. It's that thing of the bubble, you know, it's like all of a sudden the world stops spinning and you're not in Earth anymore. And you're like totally out there in a new galaxy somewhere else. And it's like this person just got lost in you. I feel like they just got lost in this situation. I feel like they kind of wanted to be honest, I feel like they might have done that, but I feel like they kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about feelings. Or again, we were talking about like vulnerability and everything. I feel like they really appreciated those moments where you got to share with each other like the more vulnerable side and childhood memories and all that, and I feel like they really, really appreciate it. But I also feel like there's this feeling of I wish I could have said more about how I feel and where I want to take things, because maybe there's like a little feeling of, oh yeah, and as I was going to say that, Four of Cups, there is this feeling of like missed opportunity. If I said something else or if I said more, maybe things wouldn't have happened the way that they did. So maybe it didn't quite happen on the best note, or it just kind of, you know, maybe it just happened a little bit in the air and it's like, okay, what goes from here? And I feel like this person kind of regrets not doing more, not saying more, because I feel like they wanted to. Because again, I feel like to be honest, this kind of looks like love at first sight, or if this was like more of a second date, or you already had seen each other before. It's like this thing of like officializing that, holy shit, yeah, I love you, but there is this strong feeling of like, I feel so connected with you, like there's something going on here. And with this 8 of Wands, like it just felt nice. And we have I been shuffling this? Okay, no. Sorry, tarot reader stuff. But with this 8 of Wands, there's this feeling of like just feeling really connected. And it's like, I feel like the conversation never really died, where it's like they felt like it was really flowy and it wasn't forced, it wasn't, they weren't pretending to be someone that they were not. They were trying to play cool, and they were trying not to freak you out and push you away. But I really feel like they just felt, I don't know, there's this feeling of like they just felt authorized to be who they are. And maybe that's something that they have actually struggled with before. But I feel like they just felt so welcomed in your energy. It's like they could do or say anything that they knew that you would support them and respect them and be there with them, that I feel like they were just feeling so grateful for that energy and for being able to be there with you, So actually I was going to pull like some overall energy and just talk about stuff, but I want to take 3 different areas here, or maybe 4. So it's like the overall energy from their side, like what was their overall energy while connecting with you during this last time. And we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Chariot. Then I want to look into what they were feeling. Oh, that's beautiful. We have the Ace of Wands and the Fool. Now I want to look into what they were thinking. All right. We have the 2 cups. I'm going to take 3. 2 cups, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Pentacles. And then I also want to look into, because like we were talking about how they kind of wish that they could have said more or something like that. It's like, what did they wish that could have happened then? Or like any regrets or something like that. That's interesting. So I actually want to start here. Because it kind of lines up with the overall energy, kind of. But with this 10 of Swords and the 3 of Wands, I kind of feel like they could have been going through, not necessarily a breakup, but maybe they were going through a bit of a tough time. And I feel like it could have been specifically about relationships. And so I kind of feel like they were a little bit in this energy of trying to move away from that pain and trying to be more welcoming and more open to love and more open to new people and meeting new people. And I feel like one thing that they regret is that thing of like the wanting to express more and wanting to show you more that they cared and that they were interested in you. Because with this 3 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, like the 10 of Swords wasn't allowing them to fully expand and to fully be with you in a way, to fully like, I don't know, show you their feelings and be honest about their feelings and be like fully present. Excuse me, fully present. And there's even like my throat chakra is acting up, so it's like they wanted to say more but they couldn't, and they wanted to do more but they couldn't. They wanted to say, hey, let's be official, or hey, let's go on a date, let's do something, let's catch up, like I really like you. They wanted to say all of those things but they couldn't because they were still really quite hurting. I do feel like they were kind of moving away from that, and I feel like they were in the healing process. I feel like they were almost over, but I feel like then it's like the fear of past relationships and what just happened and what they were going through. I feel like it kind of got in the way, and it kind of was a little bump in the road in their healing process. And so it kind of prevented them from fully embracing this connection and fully putting their heart out there. But I definitely feel like they were, in terms like energy wise, I feel like they were in a very good place. I feel like they were feeling, I'm getting this feeling of like temptress. Is that even a word? It's like, I don't know, just feeling bold and feeling adventurous and feeling like this desire to tempt the universe and be like, what if I actually dip my foot here? What would happen? It's like, what do you have to say about it, universe, you know? And I kind of feel like they were feeling really, first of all, they were feeling like amazing about you, but there's this feeling of like, I kind of need to go slow and I don't want to be overthinking or, you know, putting my expectations way too high about love or about anything. I even feel like they went into this situation whether it was like a chance encounter and it was that thing of like love at first sight, or it was like already a date or something. I feel like they weren't going with big expectations, like, well, it's just a date, you know, or they were just going through their day-to-day stuff and it was like, boom, you ran into each other, and they weren't counting on that. And I kind of feel like that was their energy. I feel like they were really focused on themselves and on trying to find themselves back. And I kind of feel like with you, they felt really free. They felt like this spark and this chemistry between the two. It's that thing of like aligned and ascension and spiritual growth, which kind of aligns with this whole energy, right? It's like they were ascending and they were kind of breaking through cycles. But they really felt like you two were aligned and that you two were kind of meant for each other. It's like, we're here together today because the universe wanted us to be together today, you know, or God, whatever you believe in. And I really feel like they were, especially with like the thing of the tempting the universe, like there's this thing of like, what if I fall, universe, are you going to catch me, you know? But I don't think that they did. And that's what they regret. You know, that's what they kind of look back and it's like, man, maybe I should have tempted the universe and take a little leap here. But because like in their thoughts, the Two of Pentacles is saying exactly that. It's like they could have married you straight away, you know, they could have gotten into a relationship straight away or confessed their feelings straight away. But there was this hesitation of like, is it safe? Maybe it's not. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe, you know, and I kind of feel like they were really freaking out over it. But they were really, if this was like the first time that you saw each other, or like first date or anything, they could really see like a whole future with you. They could really imagine like having a relationship with you and imagine you in the setting of a relationship, you know, not just as a date or not just someone that they're starting to get to know. It's like, what would you be like? Would you be the type of person to buy them flowers, to take them out on dinner dates, give them a massage, you know? I feel like they were already kind of, you know, imagining all of those things and seeing them as possible. But I feel like this past was really, really getting in the way. And I don't think that it was allowing them to move forward. But in their feelings, like so much, also a lot of passion here. They were really, really attracted to you, especially with that beauty. You know, I feel like this was mutual. I feel like you found them beautiful. And I think they found you beautiful. And I really feel like that was something that they were really excited about. I even get this thing is like, since this person, maybe they had a really hard time finding themselves attracted to someone or seeing the potential for a relationship with someone, you know, maybe there is a little bit of that feeling of like, I am never going to find anyone else like this person. Maybe I'm making a huge mistake in walking away from this person. Maybe breaking up with them was a huge mistake. Maybe I should go back to them. And then boom, you show up and you show them, no, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. You know, there's a strong feeling of you being like a new leaf for this person, which is really, really beautiful. So let me see here. I kind of want to look into what's next in this relationship. We'll also pull some more messages from them, anything that they would like to say. All right, so we have, how do you want to go? It is in reverse. Ooh, we like that. So we have the Devil in reverse. What is next in this relationship? What can you tell us? We have the King of Wands, the Six of Swords. For some of you, this could be, there could be some distance, either physical or emotional, but we do have like Chariot, we have the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Six of Swords, sorry, the Three of Wands. All of those cards talk about travel. But let's see here. What is next in this relationship? All right. So I kind of feel like there's a little bit of this feeling of it's kind of up to you. It's like things are looking up. I feel like there's this feeling of, I'm not sure what is the current status of the two of you, but it kind of feels like there's still a connection, but maybe not a physical connection. And I can't, maybe because of that distance, you know, maybe this was like someone you met on vacation or something. But there is a little bit of this feeling of you can take this relationship wherever you want because now the blocks are done. So if you want to give this relationship a try, I feel like there is a very good potential for that. With the High Priestess here, and like this Devil in reverse kind of feels like it's guided and it feels magical for some reason. So there's this feeling of if you want to meet this person again, there will be the opportunity for that. And if you don't, then you just let the situation be and nothing really evolves from this. But I do feel like you have a really strong soul connection. So Like at the very least, you're really significant soulmates, maybe even past life soulmates. And that's why it's like this person was still going through some past life stuff. And it kind of, that needed to be resolved for the two of you to actually be able to come forward into union. But there is a lot of passion here, and I feel like you still kind of think about each other. So again, it's like whatever direction you want to take this, it's up to you, and it's totally doable, because now it's like things are really, with the Six of Swords, things are really moving forward in a very nice, solid, beautiful direction. So if you want to, move things along with this person in whatever direction that is, whatever way that is, then I feel like it's totally okay and totally up to you, totally doable. So let's just pull here some messages from them, anything they would like to say. Ooh, your eyes. They were really enamored by your eyes. They were really loving them. But there you go. I can do this. Yeah. I really feel like we have this. I'm sorry. I really feel like they were still kind of hurting a lot. And they weren't really in the place to give you a relationship, to give you a commitment, you know. My dog misses you. Not me. Nope. Of course. I'll be there for you. And my heart is yours. Yeah, there's that thing of like love at first sight. And I feel like this is also talking about, I don't know. I get this, first of all, with this, my dog misses you. I even get these feelings like the second you walked away, the second like the date was over or whatever. I feel like this person was already like not obsessing over you, but I feel like they were already in this place of, oh my God, wait, can I see you again? I want to see you again. I need to do this again. But there's this feeling of like feeling really supported by you. And with my heart is yours. There's that thing of like love at first sight, or really like already seeing the connection evolving and really already seeing the potential in this. So that's really beautiful. I feel like this is already talking about a little bit of the current energy from their side. Of course, today is like the last time that they saw you, but there's a little bit of that already in like their current energy today. And I get this feeling that it's like, my heart is yours if you want to, you know. I feel like I feel open to exploring this possibility with you. But let's see, what is the advice here? What do you want us to know about this situation? We have playfulness. Don't be too attached to a specific outcome. You know, I get this feeling of go with the flow and see what happens. Again, especially with this, do it for you. It's like whatever you want out of this situation, it is up to you, and it's totally okay. And there we go with the fours. Oh, that is so incredible. But with this, the world awaits you. It could also be talking about like 4 in terms of timing. So like 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, maybe. I do feel like it's quite fast though. I don't really see this like in 4 years you actually come back together. No, I do see it being like perhaps like 4 weeks to 4 months, but maybe, you know, who knows, 4 days. That could also be something. But with this morning, the world waits you and do it for you. There's this thing of like whatever you want, take the lead. And that was your like initial card. So whatever you want out of this, take the lead and take a chance, because I feel like it is quite good. But again, I feel like with this thing of like the expectations, they weren't really with big expectations. Maybe that would be helpful and significant to you as well. It's like, don't go with too many expectations, you know, just try and go with the flow and see what happens, you know. I don't really feel like this person is in this energy anymore. I really feel like they have overcome those issues. Or at least they're very, very close to the end. And if this is more of like a recent encounter, then I definitely get this feeling of it's like this time around they're ready to not let this be an issue, you know? So, yeah. I think that's it. So pile number 1, this was lovely. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped and it brought you a little bit of insight into whatever was going on. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe. I would love to have you here, and that is like the easiest, most special way for you to support me. I would really, really appreciate it. But if you want to connect with this energy a little bit further and see what is up with them right now, I do have my private readings linked down below. You can also check out my Patreon now that you're at it. We have self-care content and twin flame spiritual readings. And you can also check out readings for your individual signs or cusps, okay? But with that being said, I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, my pile number 2s. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the clear quartz, you're definitely in the right place. By the way, I'm starting this at 27. For some reason, today I feel really connected with numbers. So that could be a significant number to you, especially 7s, because like there's like there's 27, then I'm starting this at 17 as well. And there's also, it's like 17:07 on the clock. And like I keep, whenever I look, I see a 7. So sevens could be quite significant. But yeah, so let's look into what was going on here the last time that you saw each other. We are going to start here with a little check-in to see like who this person is, what was happening, maybe how you were seeing this person and you were seeing this situation. And this hopefully will give you a little hint if you are in the right place or not. But one thing that I'm doing today is that I have here these messages cards. Excuse me, I'm burping a lot. We have these messages cards, and it's almost like this is maybe even something that they literally said to you, and this is almost like what they wish they could have said. And yeah, so let's get into it and see where we go. So we have blessings. Oh, we have happiness. Oh, so good. We have new love. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have you are my best friend. This is so interesting. Like, was there like a talk here? Because it kind of feels like with this you're my best friend and new love, and like with especially with the Wheel of Fortunes, like things are shifting. So it could be that things are shifting from a best friend place to maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe we're kind of just exploring that, and we even have like a butterfly, which is about transformation. We have that yellow bird, which is about like truth and speaking out. So it could be that there was like some sort of talk about leveling things up and moving out of the friend zone. Maybe that's awesome. So maybe there is also, for some of you, maybe this is also about like this was someone that you just met maybe at this point, or someone fairly recent, but you got really close. Maybe this, for some of you, maybe this was even someone that you met like online and you got really close, has best friends. And then things kind of, developed, and now you're having the talk here. But it doesn't have to be that you met online. It could just be like, the first interaction, there was this really big affinity to each other. And I feel like you really like bonded and you felt really good in each other's energies. And it's like you could trust each other in whatever, if you needed anything, this person would be there for you. If they needed anything, you would be there for them. There is this strong energy of, I want you in my life, and I don't care how this happens. I want you in my life, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to have you in my life, whether that is has, a best friend or has a lover. I don't really care, but I really feel like you were feeling really blessed and you were feeling really happy about this. There could be something about like a party. Maybe it was even like New Year. Maybe that's, very specific, but there is a feeling of like a party of some sort, maybe even during like a full moon. But there is this feeling of, for some of you, maybe this person also brought you flowers. These are just, you don't have to resonate with these, just like extra confirmation of what was happening during that last time that you saw each other. You could have also gone out to eat, and again, if it was a party, maybe we're actually eating, but there is this feeling, I'm hearing like ice cream or like something sweet. Maybe we're going out for desserts, and maybe that's when the conversation actually happened or something. This could have also been, maybe the conversation didn't actually happen, but you were feeling tempted to do that. You were kind of feeling a different mood. You were feeling a different vibe here. And maybe that's what your check-in is like. Was there a different vibe? Was there a different mood? And yeah. So I do get this feels like you already have this really amazing connection with this person. And I feel like you either didn't quite know how this person felt, and there was like a little different energy going on from them. Or there was actually a talk, and you actually talked about like, hey, maybe we kind of want to move things out of the friend zone. But I do feel like we're having a really fun time with this person, and I feel like you could have also been dancing. But I feel like you were really like super connected with each other and just having so much fun. I feel like this is a moment that it's stuck in your memory. It's, it's like if you think of this person, it's like this is the first moment that comes to your mind, maybe because it's the last time that you saw each other, but it's like this is a really core memory, it just feels really beautiful and nice. But yeah, so if that resonates, let's take a look into what were they actually thinking and feeling, what was going on through their head and mind. So we have forgive me. Oh no, what happened? We have intuition, telepathy, dreams, inner knowing. We have red rose, courage, be brave, be strong, believe. and we have chemistry. So to be honest, no, I don't think you were like seeing things. I don't think that you were picking up on the wrong mood. It's like you thought that there was a mood and there was a shift in energy from their side and a shift in emotions. But there definitely was. I just feel like, especially with this forgive me, there's a feeling of, and with the courage attached to it, it's like there's a feeling of, I want to give you more, but I can't give you that. And it's not from a place of I don't feel the same. I feel like it's in a place of I don't have the emotional fortitude or the, I don't know, it's like I'm not in the place to be able to give someone a commitment or something around those lines. But I really feel like I even feel like there's this feeling of before this, they were able to kind of control themselves and to control the way they would talk to you, the way that they would touch you, the way that they would look at you even. And I feel like this time they weren't really able to do that. And then again, like we were talking about like this person offering you flowers, and we have here like a rose, and here we have red roses. So maybe that's really significant. Red roses could be significant to you into this connection. But I really feel like they were feeling really connected to you, and they were really feeling like there was a connection, and it's like, this is what I want. I want more of you in my life, but I don't feel ready to do that. And maybe they even ran away a little bit, or they put that on hold some way, some sort. But yeah, let's put some tarot into this to try and figure out what this forgive me is. But it does look like it was them wanting to give you more, but they couldn't. But they're really feeling like a strong connection with you. All right, so I'm gonna do what I did with pal number 1, which is we are going, come on, chill. I haven't asked the question yet. We are going to look into their current energy during this encounter, during the last time that they saw you. What were they feeling, thinking, and what do they wish that they did different, or like what did they regret? What do they wish that would have happened that time? Okay, so what was their current energy? Yeah, see, we have 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Like this person, I really feel like it's almost like they had this epiphany. Maybe they were kind of neglecting and avoiding their feelings for you, but they couldn't do that anymore. And they had this epiphany of like, oh shit, I actually like you. I actually have feelings for you. I actually want a relationship here. But I cannot do that. Especially with this like 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. Like they were going through a pretty tough time here. Maybe they broken up with someone recently, and they were still kind of healing from that. I kind of feel like it's not something as recent, because with this 10 of Wands, it's like it's burdens. It's the things that we accumulate. And so it kind of feels like it was burdens and wounds and hurt and pain from maybe all of their previous relationships, from all of their previous heartaches, and things not working. And I feel like they were kind of in that energy, and that's why they couldn't really give you more. But I feel like with you, there's this energy of like expansion and wanting more, and actually, like there's a part of them that wonders, maybe you're actually able to give more to pal number 2. Maybe you're actually able to be more for pal number 2. And what if you risk it, And I just feel like the hurt part is a bit louder than the I've got this part, But what were they feeling? Oh my God, we have the Page of Cups, we have the World. I was going to say the Star. What were they thinking? Holy shit. Okay, well, that too. Sure. Let me pull all the cards and then we'll talk about it. But what do they wish that they... I'm also going to take this 5 of Pentacles. What do they wish that they would have said or done or gone differently between the two? Yeah. All right. So... for what they were thinking, or feeling, let's start with feeling, with this Page of Cups in the World, I really feel like they were feeling like out of this world. We even have like a pig flying, and we have the World cards. Like, I feel like they were getting into this point of like, you could mean the world to me. And I feel like with that, like, you're my best friend. I feel like you were already did mean the world to this person. But I feel like there was this feeling of like, I'm dreaming way too high, and it's like this is something, I also feel like there is this feeling of, I've never felt like this before. This is something totally unknown to me. I never really connected with anyone that way. I never really felt this way about anyone, and this kind of freaks me out. But like this person here in the world, it's just like, she's so happy, you know? And I even get this feeling of like this dress, it's their emotional state, and it's like before it was just bland and just really blue, and they were really in this energy of really dark and gloomy and hurting and not really seeing the way out and feeling very pessimistic. And it's like, I feel like you bring light into this person, you know, you start twisting them and turning them, and it's just their whole being vibrates with love and with happiness and with so much joy. It's like you really transform their energy and the way that they deal with love and the way that they deal with relationships and even with themselves. But I really feel like they were feeling so caught up by you, you know. They were just like, oh man, I wish I could give you more. I really wish I could give you more. I really want to give you more. But like this dude is like, this is all my imagination. This is all wishes, and it's not something that is going to come true. So I feel like part of them, like with all of this blue, part of them was feeling sad and was feeling like, especially with the Five of Pentacles here and what they were thinking, it's like, we have the Judgment here. You're made for me. It's like, this is it. This is freaking it. You're the person I want to be with. You're also with the Queen of Wands, what and like the red rose, that it's a very like passionate rose. So there's this feeling of like, you're really like, you're so hot, you're so sexy, you're so beautiful. A lot of passion, a lot of attraction. And it's like, your body was made for me, your brain was made for me, your heart was made for me, you were made for me, and I really want to be here with you. But with the Five of Pentacles attached to that, it's like, but I have to let you go. And I really feel like it's that part of thinking that really put them in a sad energy, you know, because like, I want to be able to give you more, but I really can't, because, you know, you're gonna walk out of my life, maybe literally, like maybe you were going to see each other for a while, but maybe we're, you know, saying your goodbyes, that, hey, we're never going to see each other again. But I feel like that is almost like their thinking is like, after this, we're never going to talk to each other again. You're going to walk away. You're not going to care about me. You know, there's this feeling of like, they could have some pretty big abandonment issues. And I kind of feel like they were in this place of, I don't know, like, I'm never going to be able to give you anything. And I know that this is going to hurt you. And so I'm going to get hurt because of it, you know? But like from your side, it kind of looked like everything went great. So maybe you didn't really have the talk, but you were kind of feeling tempted to have that talk. And I feel like at that moment, if it did have it, I feel like it wouldn't go that great, because this person really wasn't ready to give you that. And that is actually something that they kind of regret. They regret two things. They kind of regret that they couldn't give you what you wanted and couldn't give you what you deserved. And they kind of wanted to treat you like this empress, but they, in their mind and in their heart, is like, no, but I can't give you that. Like, I'm not good enough. I'm not in the place to give you that. I'm still hurting a lot. This is not it. That, like, this is not the point. This is not, this can't happen, you know? And I feel like they were also regretting of not being able to keep their feelings inside anymore, and showing you with actions and with touches, with care, that they actually have more feelings than they wanted to let you know about, you know? And I feel like that's something that they wish that they could have not done, was like perhaps be more flirty, or be more caring, be more emotionally involved, you know, because they know that they may have caused an impression on you that is actually true, but that they are not able to fulfill it, you know. Well, this is tough. Let's look into what's next in this connection, because maybe things have changed now. But I really feel like this person was really in a place of like very conflicted, because they were still hurting a lot, but they were so in love with you, and they wanted more with you, and they wanted to give you the world, but they couldn't. So it's like they were like all over the place, and I feel like they were really hurting, to be honest. Maybe they were really able to hide it out, but they were really hurting. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. What is next in this connection? What can you expect? All right. Okay. So to be honest, I feel like you may need a little bit of patience, but I kind of feel like, with that, you're my best friend. Maybe you're literally friends and you still, you're still in touch. Because I don't think that this person is going to open up about like their feelings and what they're going through at all. But I feel like if you give it time, there is actually a great chance for you to actually get into that next level and for this person to actually open up to that possibility. Because with this Two of Wands, like a new path is opening up to the two of you. A path was opening up here, but they weren't really able to do that before. Because Judgment's also about a crossroads. And now here, I feel like the crossroads, it's almost like it's a bit easier. And possibly because of their, emotional state, that it's a bit better now. Maybe there was like external situations, maybe career, maybe distance, because we do have like this little card over here. Maybe it was like family trying to get in the way, friends trying to get in the way. There may have been an external thing getting in the way between the two of you here, and that was just causing even more confirmation that no, this is not going to happen. Like, this is not going to be it. But I feel like there is a new opportunity showing up here that I feel like it's going to allow the two of you to kind of open up a little bit more and to explore this new possibility for this new love, for this new chapter between the two. There's still a lot of passion here between the two. There's still a lot of desire to build something. Still a little bit of back and forth. But again, I feel like if you were a bit patient, I really feel like things could change here between the two. And I feel like it could grow into such a beautiful energy and in a very good place. Okay, so let's see here. Before we pull some advice for you, let's pull some messages, possibly of what this person was thinking at that moment or what they are thinking about now. All right. Look at that. Will you be my lobster? Yeah. And I do feel like this person is opening up a little bit more. Will you be my lobster? I want to marry you. This lobster is a Friends reference, by the way. And it's like, will you be my forever person, And especially with like, I want to marry you. I want to kiss you. Maybe this person didn't really kiss you this last time. Or maybe they did. And it's like, that's why you got thinking like, okay, that's not really friend-like. But I really feel like they wanted to do so many things with you. But we even have here, on the bottom of all of this, we have, I won't hurt you anymore. So I kind of feel like this is the energy right now. I really feel like they're getting ready to open up to the possibility of being with you, especially with my heart is yours and sunflowers aren't as beautiful as you are. Because these two cards came out, as I was saying, like maybe some messages of them right now. And I kind of feel like this is it, I kind of feel like this is them opening up to the possibility of being with you. And I feel like it really lights them up. They still, sunflowers aren't as beautiful as you are. There's definitely still that passion and all that fire between the two. But I'll buy you a gift. I'll try. I see a future with you and your eyes. So I kind of feel like this person was definitely in this point, in this moment of, I cannot give you things right now, but I feel like the hopeful part and the part that was in love, and that is in love, was still like, man, but you see a future with them, so get your act together and get going, I also feel like there's something about like the way you look at them that is like, oh my God, please stop, you're making me so nervous. And it's like, please stop in the best possible way, it's like, oh my God, please don't stop looking at me, but please stop because this is making me very nervous and very like all goofy and lovey-dovey and yeah. And I feel like they love it, but I really feel like they want to be able to be there for you, and I feel like it's almost like they made a pact with themselves of like, well, the feelings are out now, maybe not in a super clear way, but they are more clear. They are clearer than they were before, and I kind of feel like it's almost like they made a pact that you cannot give commitment to this person, to pile number 2 right now, but that doesn't mean that you cannot give them in the future. So work towards that. And I feel like they have been working towards it. And it's almost like this 2 of Pentacles. One of them, it's already like invisible, it's not even solid. So it's almost like they're clearing away the obstacles so they can give you 1 pentacle, so they can fully commit to you and offer you this solid commitment. So that's really beautiful. So let's get here some advice for you. What do we need to know about this? Look at that. Give your relationship a chance. I do know what this card is, but we're going to pull the other 2 first. So then we'll talk about it. All right. We have here true love. This is a romance of our lifetime. So I really feel like the two of you can have such a beautiful relationship. We also have remember to practice self-love with potion, and clever, release your guilt. So if there's anything that you also wished that you could have said, or anything around those lines, it's time for you to let that go. If you're still also healing from anything past relationships related, I feel like it's also important for you to do that. I feel like it's also important for you to heal and to let it go, and see from your side, like, how do you sabotage relationships, and how are you not ready for this relationship? If this person was to come forward with you with commitment and with like, I love you and I want this, I want to be here with you, are you like fully 100% ready for this? And we were talking about like having patience. How do you feel about, having a little bit of patience about this person? Do you feel good? And while you wait, practice self-love. Don't forget about yourself. It's not about like waiting around and letting your life pass you by. It's about focusing on yourself and focusing on your healing, because that is going to help this person heal as well. And focus on your careers. Focus on creating a life that you want, so that you can bring this person along whenever they are ready. Okay? So I really feel like this is such a beautiful relationship, and it can lead to such a beautiful relationship. So stay positive, okay? Stay healthy, stay fresh, stay juicy. But this is what I have for you. So I hope it resonated. I hope it brought a little bit of clarity and insight. If it did, don't forget to smash like button for me and subscribe. That is the easiest way for you to support me, and I would really appreciate it. But if you want to dive deeper into any of this, I'm going to link my private readings down below. You can also check out my Patreon now that you're there, downstairs. And there we have on Patreon, we have self-care content and twin flame and spiritual readings. And you can also check out my individual signs readings on the Sunny Virgo and Sunny Virgo Tarot. I have sign readings and cosp readings, okay? So with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, my pod number 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the yellow calcite, you're definitely in the right place. By the way, if the number 32 means anything to you, take that as a little confirmation or synchronicity that tells you that you're in the right place. But we are starting this reading at 5:33. So maybe you've been seeing a lot of 33s. Again, take that as a confirmation. Maybe that is a significant age. But yeah, so we're going to start here with a little check-in to see what was going on in this last time that you saw each other. Who is this person? What was happening, how you were seeing this thing. And we actually have here these messages cards, where it's like, this may even be something literally that they have said to you during this last time. And this card is almost like what they wish that they could have said, or what they were kind of keeping it in, and how they were actually feeling. Okay, but let's get started and see what we have for you. We have, commitment, hello, and good luck. All right, that's good. We have express your love, 3 of Wands, and my heart beats faster for you. Okay, so it kind of looks pretty straightforward, where we have 3 of Wands about expansion, we have commitment, good luck, express your love. It kind of feels like someone had to talk here, and it went in your favor. It appears so, or at least it was like the feelings were expressed, and it's like, let's work in that direction. Let's work in the direction of commitment, and let's build something solid. Maybe that's maybe this commitment is like committing to go on dates. Maybe it's about expressing feelings that, hey, I kind of want to take you on a date. I'm really interested in you. Would you go out with me? Maybe, it could also be like that. But it does appear like things went pretty well. I feel like you were, especially with this cat here with a crown, it's like you may have felt like a queen or a king. You may have felt like you were in the center of the world. It's like, I'm so happy, and this is actually happening. I'm actually feeling really good about this. And I don't know, I feel like you felt blessed, to be in this situation. And I feel like you felt really connected, and with this, my heart beats faster for you. I really get this feeling of, you felt like this person was totally, all in with you and really invested in this situation. And things were going pretty good. You could have been, in terms of like extra confirmation, if the actual environment matches, then take that as definitely your confirmation, but it doesn't have to. So you could have been traveling. It could also be like it doesn't have to be like a full-on travel. I am picking up on like a weekend getaway for some, but it could have been like just to go out to the park or just go. And I don't actually see like too much of a lunch or food kind of date. If there was food, I do see it more of a in a rustic way, like either a picnic, or I'm even getting like harvest, like maybe going to a farm or something. Maybe one of you owns a farm. That may be very specific, but there's something around those lines. I also get something. It's like if there was food involved, it was most likely cooked by one of you. You know, he wasn't really going to a restaurant or ordering food. I do feel like it was cooked by one of you. But yeah, I'm also hearing music. So there could have been music playing. I'm hearing jazz specifically. Or, I don't know, more like soul-like. Not really poppy. I get more like of, just jazz, chilling kind of music. Kind of feels that way. But it also, with this like beats, it could have also been like rap or something, but we're getting a little bit sidetracked here. Music, essentially music. If that resonates, if this whole thing resonates, if you had a talk and now you're probably, already committed, or you're talking about commitment, you're talking about like, hey, I kind of, let's go on a few dates, let's see what happens, then this is definitely your pile, and let's get into what your person was thinking, feeling, what was going on with them the last time that they saw you, okay? Oh, goodness. Okay, so we had a little technical issue. My lamp, my ring light kind of fell to the table. But let's get back into business. So we have, he's not a problem anymore, and this could be a she. It just, in terms of, gender, female, male, it doesn't really matter. It's more of a masculine energy. Maybe someone here before was taking control of this person. Maybe they were going, I'm hearing divorce specifically, but it could have just been a breakup, and that kind of seems like a common theme here, but it could have been that they were still, this person was still kind of over them and controlling them and having a lot of effect on this. But we have crossroads, choices to go on and off. We have stock, slow down, the pace must abate before it's too late. And we have honeymoon. All right. So with this honeymoon, I really feel like they were feeling really like in the bliss of everything. I feel like they were really feeling really happy. And I feel like during this time, they were really like trying to make a decision, like, where are things going to go? Like, I need to make a decision here, and I need to move things forward in a certain direction, and I need to make up my mind. I kind of feel like the way they made up their mind was in a very positive way, apparently. But I kind of feel like they may have even said like, I do want this, but maybe we need to take things a little bit slower, maybe they didn't say that, but they wish that they could have said that. That's actually something that we're going to look at, because it's like they may fear that things kind of end really abruptly. Maybe that was something that happened in their previous relationship, and they're afraid of that happening again in this situation as well, and that's not something that they want. I also feel like there is this feeling of, I really need to make a decision about this person or about this situation, maybe this is just talking about the energy of past hurt. And it's like, I need to make a decision to either let it go or to stay with it and let it control me. And I feel like before it was controlling them, but now with this moment specifically, I don't think it was controlling them anymore. And I really feel like they were ready to kind of, fully release these old wounds and fully release this person. Maybe they even, well, I don't really see that in how you're seeing them in your perception of the encounter, but maybe they even opened up a little bit about what was going on with them and what was kind of blocking them and all that. But I don't know, I feel like in the end, they were kind of feeling, optimistic about things. And I feel like it was just, right now, at least in the Oracle cards, it's not really showing up the energy of like I'm super in love with you and we're getting into a commitment. It's showing up more of an energy of this is the last stop of my healing. And it's like, that is a big deal, because I feel like it's something that they have been struggling with, I'm going to even say like years. And it's like, it's a big change in their life. Maybe they have been single for a very long time, and it's like all of a sudden they love someone, and they want to be in a commitment with someone. And it's like, how, like, am I ready for that change? That is a big change, And I feel like they were kind of frightened and a little bit afraid of not being able to handle it, or it not being the right time, or maybe that life is not really meant for them. It's like, it's a big change. And so I feel like they wanted to make sure that they were doing the right thing, so especially with the on and off, it's like maybe the commitment talk has been happening, or maybe you have been hitting on that talk, on that subject. And I feel like before they were always a little bit back and forth, not really sure, but I feel like this last time they were like making a clear, solid decision that, hey, it's time to move forward, and it's time for me to give back. It's time for me to actually do something about this. But they did require, it's like they were so in love. That is so beautiful. I'm actually going to take it. Why not? I really feel like they kind of needed to take things slowly. But what was their overall energy? All right. So we have the 2 cups, the 10 of pentacles. So beautiful. We have the moon. What were they feeling? Okay, that is way too much. What were they feeling the last time that they saw pawn number 3? This could be, for some of you, this could be someone you work with. Not necessarily though, but it could be someone that at least is like, you support each other in your careers, and maybe you know a lot about each other's careers, There could be something around those lines. But how they're feeling, we have the Fool. Can we get one more? I did see the 4 once. That's good. We have the Ace of Swords. And yeah, I kind of wanted to come out in the reverse with this 10 of Wands. Like, maybe they didn't fully open up about how this change and how this past hurt was still with them. But I feel like they were opening up about the desire to be in a relationship with you. So that's good. What were they thinking? We have, well, that's a lot, but we're going to take it. We have the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the 3 of Swords. Let's perhaps do it this way. And what do they wish that they could have done different, or what do they wish that they could have said? We have the Ace of Wands. Anything else? And we have the 7 of Swords. Yeah, that makes sense. It's essentially, especially with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles showing up, essentially what we were talking about. I feel like this person kind of wishes that they could have said more. They could have talked more about what they were going through emotionally at that moment, because I feel like they were going through a lot, especially with this Hanged Man and the 3 of Swords. I kind of feel like there's this moment of realization of, if I stay here, if I continue in this energy of back and forth, on and off, maybe I want this, maybe I don't, when in fact I do want this and I'm so in love with pile number 3, if I keep being in this energy, I'm going to freaking lose pile number 3. It's like, I need to do something about this. And so I feel like they're getting that realization of, it's going to hurt more if I push pile 3 away, and if I don't give pile 3 the commitment that they are looking for, that I also am looking for, and if I'm not able to own this pain and heal it and move past it, I'm going to freaking regret letting pile 3 go. So I really feel like they made a decision. What they were thinking was, I need to make a decision, and I know what that decision is. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a big change. It's going to be intimidating perhaps, but I'm ready for it. And even if I'm not, I have to be ready for it. I feel like they were getting, especially with the Emperor was also bottom of the deck here. I feel like they were in this energy of like, it's time to own up. I'm hearing it's time to man up. But it's like, it's time to own our pain, and it's time to move past it. It's time to go. And I really feel like they were thinking about like, I want to be in this like, infinity symbol. I want to be in this reciprocal energy and be able to give pile 3 all they want. So that's what I'm going to do. And especially with this 8 of Cups, it's like, they're walking away from all of this pain towards a new bright day. And I feel like they did see you that way. They were seeing you as the bright new day. They were seeing you as the bright new chapter. And so their heart was totally on board with that. You know, their heart was like, finally, like that's been long enough. Because with the Fool and with the Ace of Swords, again, the Ace of Swords was kind of coming out in the reverse of like, I kind of want to talk about this, but I kind of don't feel ready to talk about this. But they were also, it's like, I need to speak my truth about my feelings. And with the Fool, it's that thing totally on board with, let's take a leap of faith and let's dive deep into this and let's make this thing happen. Because like, especially with this 10 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups, like they were just like, so, I love pile 3. I'm so happy. And I really feel like you make them feel really freaking good. I really feel like you make them, I don't know, I feel like you just bring a lot of happiness and a lot of joy into their life, and I feel like they really appreciate you for it. I'm even hearing it's like you may be maybe not one of the first persons, but one of the first people, but maybe one of the first people that is not afraid to fully love them in quite some time, you know, or since ever. But there is this feeling of, I'm even getting something about like they may have lost a parent, and so it's like, maybe they lost a parent really, really young, and it's almost like you may, not necessarily that you made them feel like their parent did, but it's like there's this warmth that they're able to feel again that maybe they couldn't feel for a very long time, because that warmth was knocked out of their life, you know? And it's like, how can I feel that love again? I'm never going to be able to feel that love again. And I feel like the people that they dated after that, I don't know, there's this feeling of it never really measured up, or it wasn't really the love that they were looking for. And I feel like your love is the love that they miss, you know, it's the love that they lost, and it feels really, really good to be with you. To be honest, they see a whole commitment, marriage, life with you, you know, and I kind of feel like they were just being so overwhelmed by their emotions for you. It's just so lovely. And again, it's like with this honeymoon, it's like, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then we talk about like a weekend getaway or something, but there's this feeling of like just being in bliss and just like enjoying the time that you were spending together so freaking much. And it's like, I don't want to lose this, man. I don't want to let go of this. I want more of this. I want to be here and appreciate it and enjoy it. And I feel like that's where they are coming from, and that's what they were really acknowledging. I also feel like they, with that Ace of Wands, the Seven of Swords is that thing of like wanting to talk about the pain and why they were kind of pushing you away perhaps a little bit, or why they have been hesitating. But the Ace of Wands, it's like, I feel like they also wish that they could have told you more times or more of how they are, you know, of how they like you and how you're an amazing person. It's like they wish that they could have told you more positive things about you. You know, it's like, let me show you that I love you. Let me show you all the goodness in you. And I feel like they kind of wish that they could have done that a little bit more. But yeah. So what is next in this connection? Where is this going? Anything we need to know? If you haven't been intimate with this person, well, that could be happening with all of this fiery energy, the wheel, the Page of Wands. That's beautiful. What is next in this relationship here? I did see the 9 of Wands. We have the Star, and we have the 5 of Wands, which is beautiful. I feel like this person is healing the, you know, especially with this energy, like 10 of Wands, the Devil, the World. It's like this heavy, conflicting energy that is coming to an end. And on the other side, there's this Queen of Wands, like confident and ready. And it's like the Queen of Wands is someone that is ready to fight, ready to do it, ready to go. And I feel like that's what's happening here. So if the talk of commitment happened, but it was like, let's explore it, you know, we're not official, but let's explore it. That is definitely, you know, taking a turn, and it's like, we're on it, you know, we're official now. And that it's like, it's a wish fulfilled. But I also feel like, again, if you haven't been intimate with this person, that could be happening here. And I definitely feel like this person could also be opening up to you about, you know, their conflicts and their heartaches and what was going on there for them to hesitate. And I feel like that is going to matter a lot. And it's going to be quite significant for the two of you. Okay. So let's pull here some messages from them. This could be, essentially in the big portion, it's going to be messages from them from this time, you know, what they wish that they could have said. But it could also be messages from them today, okay? But let's see here. Oop. Okay. So let's see, what do we have here? Yeah, look at that. I lost you. Like, this was a big fear that they had. It's like, if I don't step up and if I don't do it, something about this, I'm gonna lose pile number 3. Maybe something has already happened, because we even have here, like, I was so stupid. Maybe something had already happened before, where they were still pushing him away, you know, that thing. And it's like, I was stupid. I shouldn't have done that, because I was just pushing away. And now it may be difficult for me to get you back and for me to actually step into this commitment with you, because maybe I don't want it anymore, you know? But I'll be there with you. Well, yeah, but for you. I promise we'll be together, and I can feel your touch. This person is super, like, attracted to you. They have the hots. And that's why, like, this passionate sexual energy is showing up so big. But I definitely feel like this person just feels so connected with you, and they don't want this to end, you know? And I feel like they didn't want this to end, and that's why they kind of stepped up. And it's like, you know what? I promise we'll be together. Maybe I'm not fully ready for this. You know, maybe you did with this slow down. It's like, maybe you did get a little bit of the hesitation, but a bit more of an open hesitation, you know? Maybe things weren't so out of reach anymore, you know? And I feel like that is definitely clear here, especially with one day. It's like, I promise you that I'm going to do my best to be open to this connection, and we're gonna be in a connection. So yeah, it's like, this person is totally into you and totally 100% ready for you and for this connection. Okay, so what is the advice? Anything else we need to know? We have very soon, very, very soon. So if you're having any sort of doubt, okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Clearly decide if you want this connection or not. Clearly decide if, you know, if this is for you or not, if, you know, you want this person in your life or not. But with that very soon, I would say that very soon you could receive a little surprise, and this person could be coming forward towards you with a commitment. We have this 44. Every hurricane comes to an end, and it gives me this feeling of what is over, you know, especially with this, it's time for healing, not war. I really feel like this person is really getting ready to approach you and to make things happen. So I really feel like that is coming forward. But we do have this coming up as advice. It's time for healing, not war. So from your side, what is also blocking this connection? You know, maybe you also have some old wounds. You can always rewrite the story, you know. Maybe you're used to people walking away from you, and maybe you're used to people not fighting for you and not putting in the effort and not wanting a relationship with you, or like the commitment talk comes up and everyone walks away. Maybe that is something that you also need to heal, you know, because maybe that has become a truth for you. It's like every time that I'm talking to someone, they're going to walk away. And that becomes a truth. When that becomes a truth, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You start sort of sabotaging situations, even if it is, you know, subconsciously, which most of the time it is. You self-sabotage situations so they can prove that everyone keeps walking away, you know? So from your side, maybe you also need to heal a few things when it comes to it, and rewrite that story that not everyone walks away. Maybe you have friends that do love you and that they don't walk away. They never really walked away. Maybe you have amazing family members that were always there for you, and maybe there was also someone from your past, you know, from past lovers, that maybe things did come to an end, but maybe it wasn't a thing of, maybe you still remain friends, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe you still keep in touch. Maybe this person really didn't walk away 100%. Maybe the breakup wasn't that bad, and it actually, I don't know, it was a friendly breakup, you know. Try to look at things that tell you otherwise, that people always leave, you know, and I feel like you're going to find that answer. You're going to find those people, and those are the people that you need to focus on, because that is the energy of love that you kind of need to attract and that you need to focus on for you to bring it into your life. And it is definitely going to affect this person. But your guides are like, yo, this is a soulmate, so like, get going, because this is good, you know. But I feel like it is time for you to also look within and see what from your side you may need to heal and release a bit. Okay, so pile number 3, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated, hope it helped. Don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really love to have you here, and that is the easiest way for you to support me. But if you want to support me any further, if you want to look into this connection, to this situation any further, the link for a private reading is going to be down below. All right. And while you're at it, you may also want to check out my Patreon, where I have self-care content with self-care readings, yoga sessions, all of those things, and also twin flame and spiritual guidance readings. And you can also check out your individual signs and cusps on the Sunny Virgo, the Sunny Virgo Tarot, those 2 other channels. But that is it. So I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. Last but not least, we have our Selenite. So let's get into your reading. By the way, today I've been looking at numbers. I don't know why, but the 16th could be significant. The 16th. I was going to say like the number 16, but apparently the 16th could be significant. Maybe the 18th as well. So maybe that could be a significant time. Either maybe that is a confirmation that this is when this last time they saw you happened. Maybe it's talking about the next 16th. But yeah, so let's get right into it. And we're going to start here with a little confirmation to see like what was the energy, how you were seeing this person, or the connection, you know, what was happening. And this will tell you if this is your pal or not. And then we're going to get into how your person was feeling and thinking and all of that jazz. I'm kind of like lost. So we'll see how that kind of portrays with your situation. But maybe you felt a little bit lost with this. Oh, even have like I wasn't ready, but we'll see what that is about. But we have like, see, I'm like all over the place. What is happening here? It could have been that this person was a little bit all over the place. Maybe they were not sure on what to say, how to act. Because I don't know. I feel like my words are coming out like, you know, it's like, but we have here 2 messages where this is like, this may even be literally something that they have said to you in this last time that they saw you, and this is almost like something that they wish that they could have said, but let's see where we go with that. So we have grieving. Well, that's not very good. We have reconciliation. Interesting. You have like a bunch of extra cards, by the way. Unrequited. What the heck was happening here? Unrequited love. You deserve love. The Ace of Swords, and I wasn't ready. Why do I feel like this is more of like I'm not ready? Because like with unrequited love, you deserve love. It's almost like there was a hope for a reconciliation, but it didn't quite happen with the grieving. So maybe it wasn't like that nice of a encounter here. With the Ace of Swords, that is about truth and communication. So perhaps, you know, you had this talk where things weren't really ready to move forward into getting back together, or, you know, this reconciliation, it could just be, it could be more of a spiritual level, because maybe, it could be a reconciliation in terms of past lives, you know, but it's just like, I feel like things wanted to move forward in a commitment or in a new chapter, in a new way. But I don't think that they were ready to move that thing forward. And so, yeah, I don't think I need to explore this much further, because I don't think it went that great. They may have also said to you, like, you deserve more. And it's like, I'm hearing don't hold back because of me. Like, don't, maybe even like, don't wait for me. Don't stay here because I cannot give you like what you want. You know, I even feel like they may have been a bit tough for some of you. Maybe their truth was a little bit too truthful, you know. And I feel like it may have hurt you quite a lot. Man, this feels quite heavy. Yeah, let's see where we go with this. Because I mean, I feel like, you know, I feel like by this point you already know if this is your pal or not. Because I really feel like you had like some sort of talk where things weren't really moving forward. And it either was you were trying to get things passed into the new level, whether that is reconciliation or not, but things didn't go that way, or it just, I even feel like there could have been like an argument or something, and you were trying to fix things, but it didn't quite work out, I guess. So was this a breakup encounter? Oh gosh. Okay, let's see where we go. So this is the part where it's like what they were actually feeling and thinking, and let's see where we go with that. But we have slow down, we have soulmate, deception. Okay. Oh, come here. We have spiritualism, clarity, bright passive understanding will open, and gardenia, awareness, wake up, roll the clouds away and look, and we have attraction. So I mean, this attraction is quite clear. I do feel like this person was very attracted to you, but I feel like it's more than that, because I feel like, how am I going to do this? I feel like it's coming from this place of, you even have like, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I feel like they weren't allowing themselves to enjoy this moment fully. I feel like they were really fixed on how things, I don't know, it's almost like they were really fixed on how this had to end, or how this conversation had to go, and they weren't really open to express everything. Like with this slow down, this is what they, almost like what they wish they could have said. And I would even say that if they have said this to you, I need to slow down, I need to say things slowly, but it doesn't mean that I don't have feelings for you. I feel like if they had said that, you would be totally okay with it. I feel like you would be like, all right, like, what do you need from me? Like, how can we move this thing forward, And I feel like what they chose was to lie to you, because I feel like they could have said, like, I don't have any feelings for you. Like, I don't really want a relationship. I don't want any of that. But we have here deception with lies and secrets. And what is the lie and the secret is that they see you as a fucking soulmate, but they don't want to say that. And it's like, but you want to say that, And so I kind of feel like they were controlling things, but not in the best way. They were controlling things even for their own harm. Because I feel like if they were honest with you about what they wanted, and about how they were scared, and about how they couldn't really move forward in a fast pace, but how they wanted to move forward, I feel like things would have been totally different from what they were. Because I do feel like you were really sad from this situation, and you were really perhaps like heartbroken, and I feel like you were grateful for the truth, but I feel like you were also really hurt. And I feel like if this person was to say the truth of their feelings, I really feel like things would have been very different. Because it's like, I really feel like I even get this feeling of like they were admiring you, and I feel like they see you as someone very sweet and very pure, and it's almost like, especially with that, you deserve more. It's not that they don't want to give you more, it's like they don't feel worthy to give you more. And I really feel like with this clarity and bright passive understanding would open, I feel like I don't know, I even feel like their guides were kind of trying to push this person in a different direction than what happened, especially with like the gardenia here, like wake up, roll the clouds away and look. It's like, look at the person that you have in front of you, look at pile number 4, like they are the person that you have been trying to manifest, they are the person that you want, they are the person that you have been asking us for. And I just don't think that this person listened, I just don't think that this person was paying attention, essentially. Let's pull some tarot and see where we go with this. For pile number 4, let's see, what do we have? So we're going to divide this in kind of 4 parts. We're going to look into their energy in this, like the last time that they saw you, their overall energy. Then we're going to look into how they were feeling, what they were thinking, and like any regrets, like if there was anything that they wish that they could have said or that they could have done different. We're also going to look at that, okay? So let's see, where do we have? And then at the end, we're also going to look at like what's next in this connection, and we'll pull some advice. But what were their current energy, or what was their current energy? Yeah, they were kind of in a, my God, because we have this, like, if I'm frustrated, I imagine you, because we have this Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, very cold energy, very, very cold energy. And I feel like they were even lying to themselves, and they were even like hiding from themselves and hiding from their guides, because their guides know what was going on in their feelings, but they were like lying to themselves and be like, oh no, like, pile 4, like, yeah, they're cute, yeah, I mean, they're fine. And it's like, it's been fun, it's been great, but it's like, maybe it's not what I really want. And so I feel like they were really cold, and they were in this like flight, mode, and it's like I need to grab my motorcycle and get out of here because I can't handle this anymore. And so, especially with this Queen of Swords, like the heart behind bars, like they really weren't opening up their heart to love and their heart to you. And I even feel like we were talking about how they could have been too truthful in a sense of like maybe they were a bit blunt and a bit again, maybe not hurtful, but I feel like they were just like really straightforward, and maybe it's not that they didn't care for your feelings, but I feel like they said things in a way that it was like obvious, it's like, of course this is not going to lead anywhere, of course this is not going to be healthy, or of course this is not like leading to commitment. Maybe not with those words, but there's this feeling of like they were really straightforward and they didn't really hesitate, and I feel like that may have made you question, like, okay, like they didn't even hesitate to say that this wasn't going to lead anywhere. So maybe that is actually the truth. Maybe they don't actually feel anything, when in fact, this is what they freaking feel. King of Cups, Ten of Cups, like they see you as their happily ever after. Their heart is with you. They're totally, absolutely in love with you. They see this relationship growing, and it's like I feel like their energy, whenever they are with you, I feel like their energy grows, their energy expands, and it's like all of a sudden, possibilities are endless. All of a sudden, they can do anything, and I really feel like that's why their guides like you. Your guides do like you, okay? I feel like their guides is like, bro, pile number 4 is a keeper, and I just feel like your person doesn't listen, because I feel like they don't want to be partnered. It's like they may have been really hurt in the past. I don't know what happened here, but with them, but I really feel like it's like they were pushing love away, even when they do feel the love, and even when they do love someone, they push that person away just so they don't have to feel that pain or have to go through those things anymore, or they don't have to go through those things again. I'm getting really drawn to the shoes, and it's almost like maybe in a previous relationship they dealt with someone that was really controlling and didn't quite allow them to be who they are, or to be free or something. And I kind of feel like they don't want to go through that again. Maybe this is someone that is quite independent, and they like things their way, and they like their life, and when they get into a relationship, with the hopes of, I'm going to have my independence and my time, you're going to have yours, and, we're also going to meet in the middle, but it's like we're being independent while being together. And I feel like before they didn't quite deal with that person. Maybe they were dealing with someone really codependent, and I don't even feel like it's codependent. I feel like it was just like obsessive, controlling, and maybe honestly it could have been an narc. It could have been a narcissist. But I really feel like this person doesn't want to go that path again, and so their heart is really closed off when their heart is here. So I wouldn't be surprised in their feelings for them to be like absolutely in love with you and totally admiring you. But what were their feelings? Yeah, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. My God. We have the 4 of freaking Wands. We have the 10 of Cups. Like, this is literally the 2 cards of, I want to get married to you. I want to have babies. I want to, I see my whole future with you. I'm so in love with you. Let's just elope and, screw the world. We're going to be together. And I feel like, even with their heart in this King of Pentacles, this is such a different energy from this. It's like, this is very, almost like black and white, there's a lot of blues, but it's very like, how do I phrase this? Like, it's very stuck, and here there's even like sparkles with the pentacle, and it's like, you have the red of passion, and it's like you have the rainbow. It's like their heart feels so much. And I feel like with you, they don't feel controlled. They don't feel that you're obsessing. And even here in this 4 of Wands, look at that. It's like so many colors. I really feel like you bring so many color into their life. And I feel like they feel so happy with you. I also feel like they feel pretty, spicy towards you. But we have this strength card over here, and with the 4 of Wands, it kind of gives me that feeling. But I don't know, it's like we have here the kids, and I don't even feel like it's about like having kids with you, that too, of course, but it's like, I feel like their inner child feels safe. You know, their inner child feels respected and seen and appreciated. And it's like, you're playing with their inner child. And I don't think that anyone has ever done that, or this particular person never done that. And again, it made their inner child go back into their little room and hide out in the darkness, you know? And now you come forward and you're just like, I'm even getting like this ball of sunshine. It's like you bring just this whole new world and this whole new perspective into them. And I feel like their inner child is also like screaming at them like, no, please don't go, you know, and having a tantrum because they don't want you to go. But your person is like, it's almost like their ego, their brain is like totally taking control right now. God, what were they thinking? Like literally, what were they thinking? My God. Like, you're such a beautiful catch. We have the Five of Cups, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Hierophant here. See, it's like they were even literally thinking, I have to lie to pound number 4. I have to lie and say that I don't want a commitment. I have to lie and say that nothing's going to happen. I have to lie and say that nothing is going to shift. Nothing is going to change. I have to lie. I have to lie. I have to lie. It's like they had to convince themselves that that was the right thing to do. Because in their heart, they knew that that wasn't. They knew that was not what they wanted to say. And I really feel like it's, again, with that thing of like the slow down. This is what they said. It's like, I'm not ready. I'm not going to be ready. Like, just forget about it. And in fact, what they wanted to say, it's like, give me a little time. I need things to go slow. I need to, you know, figure myself out. I need time, but I don't want you to go. You know, that would be so different. And that is what they wanted to say. Because in the end, to be honest, I feel like they left this, the last time that they saw you, I feel like they left this heartbroken. They left this, and I even feel like, part of them didn't really allow them to feel that, and it didn't allow them to show that to the world. Maybe they, especially with the King of Pentacles, maybe they were also like with a little bit of a rush to go to work or something. And it's like they had to put this front, they had to put this mask, and pretend that everything was okay. But I feel like when they're alone, I feel like they really like break down, and maybe even today, you know. I don't know how long this was, but I feel like even today they're really heartbroken that they had to let you go. There's a lot of 5s though. That is a symbol of change, and I did see 1818. So maybe you want to look into that angel number. But a lot of 5s like have 5, 5, 5, 5, and a lot of 10s. So it could be that this deceptive. It's not really deceptive. It's like this this secrets and keeping the heart to themselves kind of energy, that could be changing and that could be coming to an end. I feel like, to be honest, this person may have felt like they thought that they could have been happy with you. I feel like from the get-go, they knew that they wouldn't. I feel like that's something that I need to make clear. I don't think that this person was, oh, the grass is going to be greener on the other side. To be honest, I feel like they were doing this out of love. And it may not look that way, but I feel like they were doing this because they truly believe that they don't deserve you. It's like, I'm never going to be able to have you. Like, I'm not the person. You are the person to me, but I'm not the person to you. Like, I'm not what you're looking for. I'm not going to be able to give you what you want. And I really feel like they have a really low self-esteem. And so they knew that they were going to say this. They knew that it's that thing. They had to force themselves to lie. They had to force themselves to push you away because they didn't want to do that. But they had to do it because it's, again, they just don't deserve you. You're just like, you're too perfect for them. You know, there's a little bit of this energy. And I really feel like they knew that they were going to do this, and they knew that they were going to be heartbroken. They knew that they were going to regret this with all their heart and all of, you know, who they are. They knew it, but they still did it stupidly. But I really get this feeling that, man, they just freaking regret it so much. And they were already thinking about that. Like, I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret this. This is going to be awful. I shouldn't be doing this, but I have to, you know. Okay. Well, talking about regrets, I feel like we already know the answer to this one. But what would they wish that they could have said or done differently? We have the Two of Wands, the King of Swords, no surprise. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Four of Wands. It's like I feel like they could have been more lighthearted. Or I feel like they feel like they could have been more lighthearted and more ready, essentially. I feel like they feel like if they were just a little bit patient, and if they it's not really it's the cliche, it's like it's not you, it's me. It wasn't you, it was them. And I feel like if they were patient with themselves, not with you, with themselves, and if they were patient with their heart, and if they were patient with their healing, I feel like they could have really given you what you were looking for. And I feel like they could have been a bit more open to this. And that's something that they regret. It's like I could have been more patient, and I could have expected more, you know? I could have allowed myself to expect more, because we have here like this, the freaking King and Queen of Swords, you know? And it's like, you're my perfect match. You're the person that I want. You're everything that I desire. And if I was a bit patient, maybe I could have you right now, you know? And I really feel like that's something that they want, especially with the Lovers coming through. It's like, I wish I didn't block you out. I wish I didn't push you away. I wish I didn't, to be honest, I wish I didn't say all those things. It's almost like the Hermit. It's like, take the words and put them back, you know? But they cannot do that. So they have to face the consequences. But yeah, let's see here. Come here. What is next in this relationship? Okay. Well, we have the Page of Swords. Okay. Well, to be honest, I kind of feel like it's a little bit up to you. What do you want to do, like, moving forward with this? But I kind of feel like there is a chance for things to change. Like, literally, we have death with rebirth, and that is all about change. And it's almost like they're finally embracing this slow down kind of energy. To be honest, I feel like it could start as a text. I feel like there could be some communication coming in. And in terms of timing, actually, I wanted to give you a little bit more specific timing, but I can't, because with Temperance here, first of all, it's not up to you. It's like totally out of your control. And I even feel like they want to be able to control this timing, your guides and their guides. But I feel like it's a little bit up to this person's ego. From, you know, your guide's perspective, I feel like they're going to keep throwing towers and keep making them feel sad, you know? That sounds a little bit bad, but, you know, I feel like they're going to keep doing their best to wake them up and to roll those clouds away and to, like, scream at them, like, hey, like, bound number 4. And I feel like when that happens, they truly get into this place of alignment. It's like, I cannot keep denying this anymore, you know? And I feel like they're going to come towards you. And however, I do have to mention with this Knight of Pentacles, it's going to be very slow. Okay, it's going to be that slow down. So I feel like the conversation is not going to be like, let's get into a commitment. It could be, I'm sorry I said those things. I didn't really mean them. Can we please take things slowly? I feel like they could even open up a little bit about what they were going through, and tell you that they're healing and that, you know, they're trying to let go of that past. But they're trying to change, and they're trying to do better, you know. We are going to look into advice and what your guides want you to do about this, or what they want you to know about this. But it does appear like, again, I don't see this person with this deception. I don't see this person as being manipulative. I don't see this person as being narcissistic. I don't see this person as being toxic. I don't see this person being any of that. I see someone deeply hurt, and someone that had to force themselves to lie to you about how they feel. I see someone that is deeply heartbroken, that they had to break your heart just so that they could see you happy with someone else that actually deserves you. You know, I don't really see anything toxic. I see a very frustrating situation, because like, this person deserves a slap in the butt, like, wake up. But I don't see this person doing it out of ill intention, you know, even if it looks like it. But I do see things progressing here in a very positive way, to be honest. Okay. But let's hear some messages from them. Anything that they would like to say. I just saw I won't hurt you anymore. So yeah. But I actually feel like I'm going to pull 2 sets of cards. So what do they wish that they could have said this time when the last time that they saw Palfor? We have, yeah, I'll try. I even feel like with this, I'll wait for you. It's like, please wait for me. Anything else that they wish that they could have said? Okay, apparently not. Because I think that we've already said it all. But what would they wish that they could say right now? Oh my goodness. Okay, you too, I guess. They want to say a lot. I want to hug you. I want you close to me. I can't do this. My heart is yours. I want to hear your voice. She's not a problem anymore. So maybe I feel like it's talking about like this person here. It doesn't have to be she. But you know, the feminine energy, even if it is a male, it could be very manipulative. And it could be very, it's like anything emotional that can be twisted into something toxic. That is the feminine energy. And I feel like that is who they were dealing with. And I feel like, you know, it's not that person is a problem anymore. It's the energy that was a problem. I feel like they're going through that. They're kind of dealing through that, healing through that. And yeah, but we have thank you and I'm sorry. I feel like there's just this energy of like, and I'm getting emotional. Thank you for allowing me to meet you. You know, thank you for allowing me to have you in my life, even if it was just for 2 seconds. Thank you so much for the person you are. You know, I feel like this person is just so grateful for you. It's not something that you do, something that you say. It's just you. Your pure existence. Like this person is like, you're a blessing, you know? It's like, I really feel like this person is so sweet, but they're just so deeply hurt. And they're really, really sorry. I really feel like it's like they're hurt from this. That is why they pushed you away. But they're also now they're really hurt that they pushed you away. And yeah, I feel like with this, I can't do this. It's like I can't deny my feelings anymore, you know. And I really feel like they're getting ready to approach you here. So let's see here. What are your guides? Yeah, I was feeling drawn to look behind this. I want to hug you. This is it. This is freaking it. You are the one. So, could this person be awakening? I hope so. I damn hope so. But let's see here. What do you guys want you to know? Any advice? Yeah. I freaking know it. Come here. Yeah. Look at that. Have soulmate and give this relationship a chance. Because again, I really don't think that this person is toxic at all. Okay? If they were toxic, pay attention to the red flags would have come up. Okay? And we have here engagement, we have passion, we have calling in your soulmate. This is your true love, getting to know each other. It is safe for you to love, you know? I really feel like this relationship is like the reconciliation is either happening, or if it was about moving forward into the next chapter and it didn't really happen, now it could, okay? There's still a lot of passion here. I feel like you could be trying to manifest someone, and that someone is this person. There's this feeling like it's always going to lead to them, because this is your true love. Okay, this is your true love. But let's see here. What other advice do we have for you? Yeah. So we have, remember to practice self-love. Right now, you may need to let this person go a little bit. We have 33 here, so maybe that is a significant number. But maybe you have to let this person go and for a little bit, you know, and just focus on you. Try to, you know, work through your career, work through your stuff, work through your healing as well. If there's still anything from the past that you kind of need to let go, you know, that you kind of need to heal from, do it. But I do feel like there is this feeling of focus on you, and when the timing is right, your guides are going to make sure that you two get back together. And that is also what this 33 card nostalgia is talking about. Focus on the here and now. Focus on the things that you can control. Focus on manifesting your dream life. And this person, if they are really part of your dream life, and I feel like they are, they're going to show up, okay? They're going to show up. Can we get any more specific timing? Is that possible? So we have the Queen. Ooh, okay. We have the Queen of Wands with this Three of Wands. If Leo season is close, that would be like a moment here. But we do have Three of Wands, which is like, I'm going to say 3 weeks. But I usually see Wands has days. Okay, so it could be 3 days to 3 weeks. But if the moon, not moon, well, maybe if the moon in Leo is close, maybe that is significant. But I was going to say, like, if Leo season is close, that is also significant. It could even be that, you know, very soon we even have the world. If you're watching this when it comes out, we have the spring equinox coming through, which is like basically the new astrological year, with Aries season and everything. That could also be significant. But yeah, it's like a fiery season. I would say like the next fire season, Aries, Leo, Sag, is significant. But it could even be with this like slow down, right, and taking things slowly. It could be that if Leo season is a bit far away, it could be that that's when you officialize things, okay? But yeah, so there's this feeling of like it's gonna happen sooner than you think, because like fire energy is really fast. It's gonna happen sooner than you think, but it is a bit beyond your control. So focus on you, focus on the here and now, focus on the things that you can control and the things that are in your hands, and the rest will fall into place, okay? So pile number 4. This was kind of intense. I was kind of ready to put my hands in this person's neck and like, Urgh. But I hope this resonated. I hope it brought a little bit of clarity into stuff. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. That would really support me. But if you want to dive any deeper into this and get into a little bit of a more personal touch, my prior readings are going to be down below. And you can also check out my Patreon. It's also down below in the description box. Where I have self-care, well, we do have here self-love, right? Self-care, self-care content, journaling sessions, yoga sessions, self-care readings, and twin flame and spiritual guidance readings as well. So definitely check it out. And if you're interested in your individual signs, individual cusp readings, those are going to be my other 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot. So definitely go check them out. And that is it. So I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.